We think of Indian missions, we think of people like Amy Carmichael, or we may think all the way back to William Carey. We have to remember that the Apostle Thomas, probably in the 60s AD, was in India planting the very first church there. While we see recent phenomena of many people coming to Christ, we have to remember that a lot of people have gone before us who, by their prayers, by their blood, by their sweat, have prepared the soil for us. The goal is to plant 300 churches in 10 years, and that's just the goal of the Presbyterian Church of Southern India. We also have another goal in the Bangalore area to plant another 300 to 500 churches. So the overall goal really is to see about 1,000 churches planted in South India over the next 10 years. We really are seeing people coming to Christ. We really are seeing this work happening. I've walked into villages and talked with village pastors where they used to be 100% Hindu and now they're almost majority Christian in the village. So God is definitely at work bringing people to Himself. When we see people coming to Christ at this rate, and we expect to see 1,000 churches in 10 years, the question really is, how can we build strong churches? First, I think we have to acknowledge and recognize that it's not us who does the work. And we can work really hard, but we can't bring anyone into the kingdom. We have to recognize that it's first the work of God our Father who's drawing men to Himself. So we need to cooperate with that work in building those churches, and our cooperation comes in a number of different ways. First, theological training. We need to make sure that we have pastors and leaders in churches that are equipped and trained so they're strong churches. We have pastors and elders who are going there now and conducting seminars for future church planters. And that's work that needs to continue. That's work that we have to do to build a strong church. We need to demonstrate and model mercy. How do you do mercy ministries and be able to bring teams over to show how mercy ministry gets accomplished. And we need to demonstrate and model how denominations work and how presbyteries work and how they go about their work. So everything that we kind of take for granted in our churches here in the United States, some of that foundational stuff that we have, we need to build into these 1,000 churches. And I think by working together, we build a much stronger base of support here in the United States for the churches in India and Sri Lanka than we could do alone. Well, the India-Sri Lanka partnership had its beginning in January of 2009, had our very first meeting, and we had over 35 people attend. And since then, we've already had 8 churches sign on to the partnership and 2 agencies. The India-Sri Lanka partnership is a partnership of churches that we hope will help advance the glory of God in South Asia, particularly in India and Sri Lanka, by resource pooling, by mutual encouragement, by information sharing, and by using our training resources together. We build strong churches in the region. We can certainly do a lot more together than we could alone.